Now, we all know that Canva is one of the best tools out there. I know it, you know it, but in this video, we're going to be looking at 12 reasons why you should upgrade to Canva Pro. Is it worth the money? Hey, it's John Davis, and to grow on social media, to push your comfort zone, and to boost your income, do that by subscribing. And to really kickstart your own online business, check out the free masterclass. Link is in the description. So Canva is an easy, fast, simple to learn solution for creating any kind of graphics and designs. You don't have to spend all that time trying to learn how to use Photoshop or Inkscape or GIMP. It's a really simple and accessible application or website that you go in, it's got all these ready-made templates, all these perfect little tools and functionality so that anybody can go in and create great graphics. So I use it all the time from various different social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, my blog, you name it. Wherever I can put some graphics, that is where I'm using Canva. It is perfect. It's very, very simple to learn. It's very easy to pick up and it's very easy to manipulate these designs. You can use ones that are pre-made or you can create your own. It is extremely versatile. In this video, we're going to talk about the reasons why you might want to put your hand in your pocket and pay for Canva Pro. So it's worth pointing out, for a long time I used the free version of Canva and it does do a great job. For some of you watching this, you might only need the free version, but I'm going to tell you 12 reasons why I paid for the extra version and why it's probably one of the best decisions I've made in the last few months. So first of all, transparent backgrounds. Now, I'm not going to go uber technical. I'm not going to give you all of the differences between JPEGs and PNGs. All I'm going to say is that it's a type of image file. So a JPEG is basically like a picture file. Now, a PNG can actually have like a transparent background. So you know when you look on YouTube and you've got all these thumbnails and it's basically people where they've put a picture of themselves but with a different backdrop behind them. They're PNGs, that's a transparent background. For example, let's say you created a logo on the free version of Canva. You put your logo in the middle, your background's white, and you think, that's great, I'm going to save that as a PNG file, and I'll be able to use that on anywhere, on my website, on my social media, wherever you want to put it. Now, the problem you've got is that you've then got a flyer that you're creating, or a promotion, or a landing page, whatever it is, and it's a blue background. So you're going to take that image and you're going to try and save it to this blue background, and you're going to find you've got a great big, ugly white square all the way around it. One way to work around that is to use Canva Pro. You can actually save something with a transparent background. So it'll look at it, and where you've got this white background, you can tick a box and it'll basically say, treat that as transparent. So the only part of that image that will show is the actual logo. So you can pick that logo up and put it on any color background. It's a really good way of manipulating some of your social media images and your logos and designs. I use it all the time for creating my YouTube thumbnails because it's so much easier to kind of take a picture of yourself and save that as a transparent background. So that takes me to number 2, which is the background remover, which is a great little feature of Canva Pro. So long gone are the days of having to learn Photoshop and to be able to create different layers and manipulate it and cut your graphics out and then save it as a transparent image. We just talked a minute ago about having transparent backgrounds, but let's imagine you've got a picture of you and you're on your holidays, or you've got a scene behind you. Now, you want to just cut you out. You don't want all that scenery. You don't want all that background clutter and noise. You just want you. So what Canva Pro have done is they've put a one-click button. Highlight the picture that you want to remove the background from, click this button, and it will do it itself. Now, if you've got a really messy, cluttered picture and these things overlapping everywhere, it might struggle a little bit. But to be honest, I've been really, really surprised how effective this is. It's actually extremely accurate, miles better than I was imagining. So I'm using that at the moment, whereas before I would have to use a picture of myself with a nice clean background that I could easily cut out myself. Now I pretty much put any picture on there, press the button and try and cut myself out. Number 3 is templates. Now, people love Canva for templates, especially those who, like me, sometimes at the end of the day, you just don't have that creative streak. You can't look at something and imagine what would work and what wouldn't work. So templates are a great way of having the hard work done for you. So you've got tons of different types in there. You've got every single social media account that you can think of. You've got social media templates. You've got different layouts, different fonts, different images. There's so many ideas in there. Now, you can either use them straight out of Canva because there's tons of them in there. There's thousands and thousands. And with Canva Pro, they give you an additional 20,000 on top. So you can either use them straight out of the templates, or you can chop and change them a little bit and put what you want in there. Number 4 is teams. Now, Canva isn't just used by solopreneurs or people with a bit of an interest in creating various different graphics and designs. It's actually used by companies as well because it's so accessible and so simple to learn, especially where you've got maybe one company that's using a freelancer to to kind of outsource a little bit of their design work, but they want to give them access to their previous designs and their previous like branding and logos and things like that. So you can create teams. So these teams can work together and collaborate on various different designs. Yes, you do have to pay additional subscriptions for the people in them teams, but it's a really good way of having that kind of collaborative use of Canva. Number 5 is the brand kit, which is exactly like it says on the tin. It's where you can put the most common elements of your personal branding. Now, this could be that you just use it once. It could be that you put your font types, your logos, your main colors that you use, and you're putting them in one accessible place. Number 6 is animated videos and GIFs. This is brilliant, I love this. There's loads of these little stickers now that they've added into Canva where it's almost like a little animated GIF where it's not just a static image, it might be doing something like making a shape or, I don't know, doing something pretty and fancy, and you know the score. So you can actually use these GIFs now and you can export, instead of exporting as just a static image file and putting that photo on, you can export them as a GIF file, which is like a little short animation, and you can upload them and use them on Facebook and just help your profile stand out a little bit amongst the masses. Because ultimately, a lot of social media is about grabbing the attention of someone. So whether that's on Facebook and you want someone scrolling down on the phone and you want to stop them in the tracks because you've got a service or a product or a message that you want to get out to people, you might be trying to generate more leads or generate more interest in your product. You want people to stop, you want that hook. And for them to have these eye-catching designs, especially where there's a bit of animation involved as well, is a really good way of doing it. And you've also got video options as well. So when you actually export a photo in Canva, which is a really simple process, you can change the type to video now. And you can have little effects as well. So it can almost like pan across, or you can have all of the elements of that design can kind of click together and zoom in. So there's various different, like almost little cinematic effects. Number 7 is fonts. I'm not going to lie, I'm a fonts man. Now, I can spend hours looking at different fonts. This is probably the geekiest thing I've ever said in my life, but I can spend ages looking at different fonts and I can never quite decide on the one that I want. And what you'll find is in the more recent versions of Canva now, it shows all of the fonts that the pro users have access to. So I've been like scrolling down endlessly, going through all these amazing looking, perfectly designed fonts, thinking, oh, I want that one, I want that one. So that was one of the reasons I took the plunge and one of the reasons why I upgraded, because you've got a wide selection. I think there's 1,000 Pro fonts available now. So if you've paid that a little bit extra and bought Canva Pro, then you've got tons of different options. Number 8 is images and icons. And when we just said about all these different extra options you've got with fonts, images is where Canva Pro comes into its own. You can cancel that subscription you've got to some stock photography. I don't need that anymore. I've always used various different subscriptions where I can go and use their pictures and almost like use them as background scenes or for blog posts or various different things, where you can cancel that because Canva itself has about 60 million images that you can use, various videos as well. There are tons and tons and tons of options, really high quality, really good choices. It's got an excellent stock library, and when you've paid for Canva Pro, you've got access to all of these. So I use these endlessly. Every blog post that I create might have like say 10 to 15 of these images, and now I can really easily just overlay some text or put some quotes on there as well. So yeah, Canva Pro really comes into its own when it comes to the images functionality. Number 9 is version history. So you've just edited that document, you've changed a few things, and then you go back a week later and you think, do you know what? I preferred it how it was. So you're now going to have to start again and kind of undo what you did and try and remember what font you used. Well, you don't anymore. So it might be in beta version at the moment, but you can actually go into one of your existing designs and look at what it used to look like and roll it back as part of that version history, which is a great little feature that they've added. Number 10 is Backgrounds Pro. Now, I always wondered why they had backgrounds, because surely all you have to do is find an image and set that image as your background. And in a lot of cases, that is what I do. But Backgrounds has got that little bit of kind of a quicker way of doing things. So you've got all these pre-done backgrounds, various different gradients or solid colours or various images, and you can just click on them and it automatically lines it up for you. And what you can do on some of them is they've also then got like a colour filter, so you can have that brick effect background, but you can also put a colour overlay on it as well. Again, it just makes things simpler, easier, faster. That is pretty much what Canva is about, especially Canva Pro. You're getting all these different options and you can implement them in the quickest way possible. Number 11 is the Resize Tool. Now, I know if you've been using Canva free for a while, one of the biggest frustrations is when you set your design up and you maybe created a Facebook post and then you think, oh, hang on, but I want to also have that pretty much that same design as like my banner art in YouTube. And then you go to change it and it comes up and says, you cannot do this. This is a feature of Canva Pro. You need to upgrade. Well, it's worth it. Being able to just click on resize and change the dimensions of any of the images that you've created and then just move things around a little bit is an absolutely brilliant feature. It's probably one of the biggest reasons why people do upgrade, because you just get sick of hitting that button without thinking and then getting the upgrade prompt. But yeah, it's a great little feature. Whatever you've created your design in, you can then scale that up or down to a different dimensions to suit whatever platform you're trying to repurpose your designs in. Number 12 is storage. Now, I've spoken to a few people and asked them what's your favourite thing about Canva, and there's quite a few people that came back and said they actually like the storage. You can organise folders. So again, I can see this being really useful if you're doing work for various different clients and not just your own thing as well. But some of us like to be organised, some of us don't like to be organised. So it depends on what you need really, but you can create folders, you can put logos in one, you can put various different bits of branding in another, you can put some of your images of yourself in one, images of your clients in another. It depends. Do you like one big folder with tons and tons of files just dropped in it, or do you like to be a bit more structured in your approach? And the best part is, let's say you're using a different device. So let's say you're working on a PC with a Windows operating system. You're setting your designs up in there, but then when you go home, you've got a Mac at home or an iPhone, then you can access them same images, you can access them same graphics and designs using different devices as well, because it's all there within that storage. So it gives you that ability to organize things, but also to access it from different devices. So there we go. Now we both agree that Canva is one of the best tools out there, especially with anything to do with digital marketing. That's what I use it for, various different social media channels. Now, is it worth upgrading and paying the extra money to get Canva Pro? For me, absolutely. It's made my processes so much faster, quicker, simpler. Anyone can pick it up. That's the beauty of Canva. When you've got all this functionality, it's so versatile. Anyone can literally go in and start creating really well-made graphics and designs. So it could be that you're using these for your various social media channels like me, or it could be that you're printing them off and creating hard copies as well to put around the walls or to use in your workplace. There's so many different ways of using it, from solopreneurs and tiny one-man bands to massive multi-million-dollar corporations. Canva fits that need for everyone because it's so incredibly simple and versatile to use. So don't just take my word for it. If you want to see what these advanced features are like and you want to trial it yourself, I'm going to put a link in the description below that will give you a 30-day trial. So go in, test it, see what you think, and let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be creating tons more videos on how to use Canva. So have a look for the videos that's going to pop up next, or links in the description. And anything that you want to know or learn or figure out how to do in Canva, please let me know and I'll create a video to help you.